Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? What if I told you that becoming a millionaire isn't about luck, inheritance, or some secret formula only the elite know? The truth is, there's a systematic approach that ordinary people use to build extraordinary wealth. And today I'm going to break down the exact 10-step roadmap that can take you from wherever you are financially right now to your first $1 million. But here's what most financial gurus won't tell you. This isn't going to be some get-rich-quick scheme or unrealistic fantasy. What I'm about to share with you is the real deal, the same principles that self-made millionaires have used for decades, backed by actual data and proven results. Stick with me for the next few minutes because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable plan that could completely transform your financial future. Before we dive into the steps, let me ask you something. How many times have you heard someone say, "I'll never be rich," or "money doesn't grow on trees"? These limiting beliefs are exactly what keep people trapped in financial mediocrity. The reality is that in today's economy, with the right strategy and mindset, building wealth is more achievable than ever before. We're living in an era where technology has democratized opportunities, where side hustles can become million-dollar businesses, and where investing has never been more accessible. Let's start with step 1, and this might surprise you because it's not what you'd expect. The first step to becoming a millionaire isn't about making more money. It's about developing what I call the millionaire mindset. This means fundamentally shifting how you think about money, wealth, and your relationship with financial success. Most people have been programmed to think small, to play it safe, and to view money as scarce. Millionaires think differently. They see money as a tool, they understand that wealth is created through value exchange, and they're willing to take calculated risks. This mindset shift involves several key components. First, you need to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Employees trade time for money, which creates a ceiling on their earning potential. Owners create systems and assets that generate money even when they're not actively working. Second, you need to embrace delayed gratification. While others are spending their money on instant pleasures, future millionaires are investing in their future selves. Third, you must become comfortable with discomfort. Building wealth requires stepping outside your comfort zone, making tough decisions, and sometimes failing forward. The second step is creating what I call your wealth foundation. And this is where most people get it completely wrong. They think building wealth means immediately jumping into high-risk investments or starting a business. But here's the truth. You can't build a mansion on quicksand. Your wealth foundation consists of 3 critical elements: emergency savings, debt elimination, and basic financial literacy. Your emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This isn't just about financial security, it's about opportunity. When you have a solid emergency fund, you can take calculated risks without putting your basic survival at stake. You can invest in opportunities, start a side business, or make career moves that might temporarily reduce your income, but increase your long-term earning potential. Debt elimination, particularly high-interest consumer debt, is absolutely crucial. Credit card debt charging 15 to 25% interest is like trying to fill a bucket with holes in the bottom. You can pour in all the money you want, but you'll never get ahead until you patch those holes. This doesn't mean you need to eliminate all debt. Strategic debt like mortgages or business loans can actually accelerate wealth building. But consumer debt is wealth's kryptonite. Financial literacy is your weapon against financial ignorance. You need to understand basic concepts like compound interest, tax optimization, different investment vehicles, and how money actually works in the modern economy. The good news is that this knowledge is more accessible than ever through books, courses, podcasts, and online resources. Step 3 is where things get interesting: income optimization. This isn't just about asking for a raise, although that's certainly part of it. Income optimization is about strategically increasing your earning potential through multiple channels. The average millionaire has 7 different income streams, and you need to start thinking beyond your primary job. Start by maximizing your primary income source. This means continuously developing skills that make you more valuable in the marketplace, negotiating your compensation package, and positioning yourself for promotions or better opportunities. But don't stop there. Develop side income streams that align with your skills and interests. This could be freelancing, consulting, creating digital products, or providing services in your spare time. The key is to start small and scale systematically. Many people make the mistake of trying to launch multiple income streams simultaneously and end up doing none of them well. Pick one additional income stream, develop it until it's generating consistent revenue, then consider adding another. This brings us to step 4, the investment acceleration phase. Once you have your foundation in place and you're optimizing your income, it's time to put your money to work. The power of compound interest is often called the 8th wonder of the world, and for good reason. When you invest consistently over time, your money doesn't just grow, it grows exponentially. But here's where most people go wrong with investing. They either never start because they think they need a lot of money to begin, or they try to get rich quick through speculation and day trading. Neither approach works. Successful wealth building through investing requires consistency, patience, and a long-term perspective. Start with tax-advantaged accounts like 401ks and IRAs. If your employer offers matching, that's free money you absolutely cannot leave on the table. Then move to low-cost index funds that track the broader market. These funds give you instant diversification and have historically returned about 10% annually over long periods. The magic happens when you combine regular contributions with time. If you invest $500 per month in an account earning an average of 10% annually, you'll have over $1 million in 30 years. Increase that to $1,000 per month and you'll hit $1 million in about 25 years. This isn't theory, this is mathematics. Step 5 is what separates good wealth builders from great ones. Strategic tax optimization. Taxes are likely your largest expense, even more than housing for many high earners. The difference between someone who pays attention to tax strategy and someone who doesn't can be hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. This doesn't mean doing anything illegal or unethical. It means understanding the tax code and using legal strategies to minimize your tax burden. Max out your retirement account contributions, which reduces your current taxable income while building your future wealth. Consider tax loss harvesting in your investment accounts. If you're self-employed or have side income, understand business deductions and expenses. Real estate investors use strategies like depreciation and 1031 exchanges to defer taxes. Business owners can deduct legitimate business expenses and potentially benefit from pass-through entity deductions. The key is to work with qualified professionals who can help you navigate these strategies legally and effectively. Step 6 takes us into more advanced territory: real estate wealth building. Real estate has created more millionaires than any other investment vehicle, and there's good reason for this. Real estate provides multiple ways to build wealth simultaneously: appreciation, cash flow, tax benefits, and leverage. You don't need to become a full-time real estate investor to benefit from real estate wealth building. Start with your primary residence if possible. Building equity in your home while you live in it is a form of forced savings that many people overlook. From there, consider rental properties in markets you understand. The power of real estate comes from leverage, the ability to control a large asset with a relatively small down payment. If you buy a rental property for $200,000 with 20% down, you control the entire property's appreciation with just $40,000 of your own money. If the property appreciates 5% annually, that's $10,000 in appreciation on your $40,000 investment, a 25% return. But real estate isn't passive income, despite what many gurus claim. It requires education, due diligence, and active management. Start small, learn the business, and scale gradually. Step 7 is where entrepreneurship enters the picture. While investing in real estate can certainly build wealth over time, business ownership offers the fastest path to significant wealth accumulation. This doesn't mean you need to quit your job tomorrow and start a risky venture. Smart wealth builders often develop businesses while maintaining other income sources. The key is to start with your existing skills and connections. What problems can you solve for people? What value can you provide to the marketplace? The most successful businesses solve real problems for real people and do it better, faster, or cheaper than existing solutions. Start small and test your ideas before making major investments. Use lean startup principles to validate your concept with minimal risk. Many successful businesses started as side projects that gradually grew into full-time ventures. Remember, you don't need to invent the next revolutionary product. Many millionaire entrepreneurs built their wealth through traditional businesses like service companies, retail operations, or professional practices. The key is systematic growth, efficient operations, and eventually building systems that can operate without your constant involvement. Step 8 focuses on wealth protection and optimization. As your net worth grows, you need to shift from wealth accumulation mode to wealth protection mode. This involves several strategies that many people overlook until it's too late. Insurance becomes crucial as your wealth grows. Adequate life insurance protects your family's financial future. Disability insurance protects your ability to earn income. Umbrella liability insurance protects your assets from potential lawsuits. These aren't exciting investments, but they're essential components of comprehensive wealth planning. Estate planning ensures your wealth transfers efficiently to your heirs or chosen beneficiaries. This includes having proper wills, trusts where appropriate, and beneficiary designations on all your accounts. Many people avoid estate planning because it forces them to confront mortality. But proper planning can save your family significant taxes and legal complications. Asset protection strategies become more important as your wealth grows. This might include using various legal structures to protect your assets from potential creditors or liability claims. The key is to implement these strategies before you need them. After a problem arises, it's often too late. Step 9 is about scaling and systematization. Once you've established multiple income streams and your wealth is growing consistently, the focus shifts to scaling your efforts and creating systems that can operate with less direct involvement from you. This might mean hiring employees or contractors to handle routine tasks in your business. It could involve using technology to automate investment contributions and rebalancing. It might mean bringing in property management companies to handle your real estate investments. The goal is to create what successful entrepreneurs call passive income. Money that continues to flow even when you're not actively working. True passive income is rare, but you can create income streams that require minimal ongoing effort once they're properly established. This is also the stage where many successful wealth builders begin investing in more sophisticated vehicles, like private equity, hedge funds, or angel investing. These opportunities typically require higher minimum investments, but can provide access to returns not available through traditional investments. Step 10 is the culmination of your wealth-building journey, achieving financial independence and legacy planning. Financial independence doesn't necessarily mean you stop working, but it means you work because you want to, not because you have to. At this stage, your focus shifts from accumulation to optimization and impact. How can you use your wealth to create positive change in the world? Many successful individuals find that their greatest satisfaction comes not from accumulating wealth, but from using it to help others and create lasting impact. This might involve philanthropic activities, mentoring others on their wealth-building journeys, or creating businesses that solve important societal problems. Legacy planning ensures that your wealth continues to create positive impact long after you're gone. The path to your first $1 million isn't mysterious or impossible. It requires discipline, patience, and consistent execution of proven strategies. It means making sacrifices in the short term for long-term gain. It means continuously educating yourself and adapting to changing circumstances. Most importantly, it means starting now, regardless of your current financial situation. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. Your future millionaire self is counting on the decisions you make right now. The journey won't always be easy, and there will be setbacks along the way. But with the right mindset, solid fundamentals, and consistent execution of these 10 steps, your first $1 million isn't just possible, it's inevitable. The only question is how quickly you're willing to implement these strategies and how committed you are to seeing them through. Your millionaire journey starts with a single step. Which step will you take first?